What if I told you one company quietly makes the tiny chips that power your phone, your laptop, your car, and even artificial intelligence? And without it, companies like Apple Incorporated, NVIDIA, and Tesla could not function the same way. This is not just the story of TSMC. It is the story of the hidden company powering the modern world. Do you struggle to speak English confidently? In this video, you will learn simple phrases you can use every day. Welcome to Fluent Mind English. TSMC is not a famous name. Most people have never heard it. They do not wear it. They do not search for it. They do not talk about it. And yet, they depend on it every single day, without even knowing. Because inside your phone, inside your laptop, inside your car, inside the most advanced machines, there is something tiny, something powerful. A semiconductor chip. And many of those chips come from one company. TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. A name that sounds technical, quiet, unremarkable. But behind that name is one of the most important businesses on Earth. And its story begins with a vision. A different kind of vision. At a time when most companies wanted to design chips and manufacture them, one man asked, "What if we only manufactured? No competing products, no distractions, only precision, only excellence." That man was Morris Chang. Experienced, disciplined, strategic. He saw something others did not. The future of technology would depend on specialization, on trust, on being the best at one thing. Making chips. Not designing them, not branding them, just building them better than anyone else. At first, the idea seemed strange. Why would companies trust another company to build their most important components? But Morris Chang believed they would. If quality was perfect, if reliability was absolute, if precision was unmatched. So in Taiwan, TSMC was born. Small beginning, big ambition. And the challenge was enormous. Semiconductor manufacturing is one of the hardest things humans have ever built. Microscopic precision, extreme temperatures, massive investment, tiny margins for error. One mistake can destroy millions. But TSMC committed fully. Factory after factory, technology after technology, process after process, always improving, always shrinking. Smaller chips, more power, better efficiency. That race never stops. And TSMC kept winning it. Slowly, customers started arriving. Design companies, technology companies, businesses with brilliant ideas, but no factories. They needed someone they could trust. And TSMC became that trusted partner. Then came the giants. Apple Incorporated, NVIDIA, AMD, Qualcomm. some of the most powerful companies in the world. And behind their products was TSMC, quietly building, quietly manufacturing, quietly shaping the future. Without headlines, without celebrity founders, without public attention. That is what makes TSMC unusual. It became powerful without becoming famous, but its importance became impossible to ignore. Phones became smarter, computers became faster, cars became more advanced, artificial intelligence exploded, and all of it needed better chips, smaller chips, more efficient chips. And TSMC was ready. Because for decades, they had invested billions, then tens of billions, building the most advanced factories on Earth. Machines so complex, they seem almost impossible. Rooms cleaner than operating rooms. Precision measured at the atomic level. That is the world inside TSMC. And the world depends on it. But with importance comes risk. Geopolitical tension, supply chain concerns, global dependence. Because when one company becomes that essential, every disruption matters. A shortage of chips can slow entire industries. Cars delayed, phones delayed, technology delayed. That happened. And suddenly, people started paying attention. Who makes these chips? Why are they so important? And many discovered TSMC, the hidden giant, the company behind the devices, behind the innovation, behind the future. And still, TSMC keeps moving. Smaller transistors, more advanced processes, new factories, new possibilities. Because the world demands more computing power every year. Artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, quantum ambitions. Everything needs chips. And TSMC is helping make it possible. That is the real story. Not about fame, not about flashy branding, but about precision, trust, discipline, and mastery. The world may not know the name TSMC, but the modern world cannot function without it. And sometimes, the most powerful companies are the ones working quietly behind the scenes. Practice every day and your English will improve. Subscribe for more simple English lessons.